Hey everybody, Stephen from Allan Admissions here, and today we're going to talk about how should you spend this Thanksgiving week as it relates to college application work. Well, the answer is you don't do anything. Go get fat, enjoy the week, happy holidays. Okay, not really. We actually have some applications due on the 30th, specifically the University of California essays, and if you've been slacking off, you may not have done any work to this point and you may have a lot to do in the next week. But you also probably have family commitments. Certainly on Thanksgiving Day, you've got some turkey to eat, some stuffing to eat, that stuff that your grandma or aunt makes that you really just kind of grin and bear it. So, how are we going to fit in college application work? Well, we're going to look at two different scenarios here. The first one is if you actually do have applications due on the 30th, which this year in 2024 is just 2 days after Thanksgiving, or in the other scenario, if you have the luxury of a little bit more time. So let's dive into it. So, regardless of which scenario you have, whether you have applications due on Saturday, the 30th, or whether you don't have anything due until January, we want to treat Monday and Tuesday of this week the exact same as we would any other week. Primarily focus on your schoolwork, but if you have the time to work on your essays, even if it's just for 30 to 45 minutes, get some work done. It'll save you some time later on, especially when you have finals coming up. And the more routine that we can make this, the better off that we will be. Now, if you do have essays due on Saturday, we need to treat Wednesday as a get stuff done day. If you haven't done your first drafts, we need to get your first drafts done by the end of Wednesday. If you're fortunate enough that you're almost done and you just have your final stuff done, you just need your final drafts done, then you want to set yourself up such that you have your notes set up for the following day so that you can hit the ground running. Now, here's where the possibly controversial part comes in. Yes, I want you to work on Thanksgiving Day, but I want you to work on Thanksgiving morning. Why? Well, let's be honest here, at least in my family and the families of people that I know, most of us don't really begin the Thanksgiving festivities until roughly 1, 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock in some cases. For a lot of us, we're sleeping in, we're taking our time, we're drinking our coffee, we're getting into it. This is a prime chance to get stuff done Thursday morning with applications due Saturday. The parents aren't awake, the extended family hasn't come over, your siblings might be playing video games. You've probably got 2 or 3 hours to really knock out things that you want to get done. This is your chance to do it because after that, once you start eating the turkey, once the family comes over, even if you want to, you're just not going to be able to pull away. You're going to have your aunt in your ear. You're going to have your sister or your brother pulling on your sleeve. And frankly, you just don't want to be doing college application work at that point. So the more that we can get done Thursday morning, the less guilt we're going to have to feel in the evening when we're doing things that are not academic related. Now, when Friday comes around, honestly, even if you haven't finished your applications, just take the day off. You might be feeling very stuffed from Thanksgiving. You might have plans to go shopping with your family or extended family. And there's really just something to be said for just detaching, even if we're that close to the deadline. Now, yes, if you haven't written a single word by this point, you might have to compromise and you might have to spend Friday working. But as much as we can, we want to give ourselves Friday off so that we can enjoy it without guilt. We can spend some time with family and we can mentally recharge the batteries. And then when Saturday rolls around, all we have to do is just wrap up whatever we need to do, whether it's doing one more draft, polishing for grammar, or just doing one final introduction of some content that we really thought of and we can squeeze in from the days before. So that's hypothetical one, where you have specifically the California essays, but possibly other things due on Saturday the 30th. What if you're lucky and you don't have to have anything submitted on the 30th? Well, believe it or not, the schedule to me is largely the same, except instead of working some on Thursday and Saturday, just take the whole time off. We still want to maintain that habit and that consistency of working Monday to Wednesday. Wednesday, obviously, is a little bit of advanced things to the next stage step, but we don't want to treat it as a grind out day. And we definitely don't want to be spending Thursday and Saturday working if we don't have to. There's really something to be said for taking time to recharge the batteries. I know a lot of you watching this video are type A personalities, you're go-getter, you feel like you have to get things done. I promise you, speaking from personal experience, you have to have that time off at different points. If you don't have that time off, your body or your mind will force you to take your time off, and you don't want that forced time to be on January 2nd when your college application is due in 2 hours and you can't think left from right. Take these 3 to 4 days off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Relax, enjoy, de-stress, sleep in if you have to. Do whatever you need to do. You don't have to do anything before the 30th. Take advantage of that opportunity. And then when December comes, you'll just be ever so slightly recharged. You can hit the ground running, knock out your senior first semester final exams, and then finish your college applications really, really strong. That's it for the video. I hope you got something out of this. Whether you have UC applications due on the 30th or whether you don't have anything due until January, I hope this gave you guidance for what to do. Go eat turkey. Go enjoy some football. Go enjoy the Macy's Day Parade. I, for one, am going to not eat turkey because I'm not a turkey fan, but I'm going to eat way too much sweet potatoes and stuffing, enjoy myself, and probably sleep from about Thursday 4 p.m. until Friday about 10 a.m. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.